Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Scrap Mechanic, and today I'm going to be doing something I'm probably going to regret. I'm going to attempt to build a vehicle using every single part in the inventory one time only. Now, we're using completely vanilla Scrap Mechanic here, so no additional parts. And I counted up all the parts, and there are 166 individual pieces in Scrap Mechanic. And now, when I say I can only use each part once, I don't just mean that I can only use whatever I use once. I mean every single part has to be used no more or no less than once, with the exception of the bearing, of course, because that doesn't really count as a part. That's actually more of a utility tool that we're gonna need to make this thing go, and we're gonna need more than one bearing, of course. But I'm even including the wheels. I'm only gonna be able to use each of these wheels one time a piece. Now, other criteria for this challenge. I'm gonna say that just because a part is on the creation doesn't mean it has to be used for a particular purpose. So for example, I have to put sensors and logic gates and timers and stuff and pistons. I don't know why I'm saying plural because I can only do one of each anyway. But it doesn't mean that I have to use the sensor function or that I have to make the logic gate do something or the timer, etc., or a thruster, for instance. But just scrolling through the inventory here, there's a couple of trouble spots of like, I gotta use this large tank. We gotta put all the seats, all 5 seats plus the bathtub. The shark, the explosives, oh man, that's just a recipe for mistakes to be made. And the other thing is, I don't even know how I'm supposed to keep track of which parts I've used and haven't used, other than trying to go in order the best I can. But yeah, I'm also gonna say that draggable material, like the concrete, you can only put a single block down. You can't drag it out at all. All right, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna clear my inventory here, and the more I think about this, the more every strategy I think of just has too many costs to it. Because there are clearly parts down here that are going to be more useful to start with. Like a bed is a good start for the foundation. I don't want to have to add a mattress in here last minute way down at the end of my build. You know what? I'm just going to do it my own way and hope I don't miss anything. I'm sure you guys are going to somehow keep me accountable as I do this. But I'm going to build it based off of what I need first. I'm gonna start with the bigger pieces first to build our foundation. This is already a worse idea than I thought it was. And I thought it was a bad idea. I gotta use all these windows. Oh man, what did I do? The boxes are gonna be so bulky. There's no way this is gonna be a functional vehicle. Okay, well, it's time to get started. And as you can see, I'm starting off with all of the really, really big pieces first. Because I figured that whatever the body is of this vehicle, oh, that fits really nice. Whatever the body is going to be of this vehicle, that's going to be easier to put the bigger pieces on. And I think, ooh, look at this. All right, you ready for this? We're going to do that, and then we're going to put this thing. Oh, of course it's not centered. Why you do this to me, Scrap Mechanic? What about this one? Is it centered on this one? No, it is not. Why do you have to be like this? How many pieces we got so far? One. This is what we should be seeing. Just ones across the board. All right, this is good. So we get 5 pieces down. This is gonna take a long time. All right, let's get some of these other big pieces in here. Oh, what about this thing? The support pillar? Oh, why didn't I see that at first? Oh, I don't think I've ever put a fuse box down on a single build in my entire 1,800 hours of Scrap Mechanic. I really don't think I've ever used a fuse box. Today's the day, I guess. All right, so we got that one. How big is the fuse box? It's actually not so bad. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. This almost feels like packing for a trip, you know, when you're just trying to get everything to fit as perfectly as possible and be as efficient on space as you can. All right, fuse box goes right there. There we go. First time I think I've ever placed down a fuse box. You know, I feel like this car is gonna have to be kind of big, to be honest. All right, and that's gonna go right there. But where do I put this massive thing? You know what? This is gonna be at the back. Yeah. This is gonna be the back of the vehicle. All right, and then I'm gonna have this sticking out right there. And I think that's fitting pretty well. Things are starting to fit a little bit better now. All right, so all of those parts were scattered everywhere among this inventory, so it's gonna be super hard to keep track of what parts I have and haven't used. I think boxes are gonna be a big problem area, so I'm just gonna go all of the boxes into this inventory here. Oh boy, we have oh my, what? How big is that? Why? Oh, this is gonna This is gonna make our creation so unnecessarily big. These parts take up so much more space than I thought. All right, so I've used the green box. I've used that box. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just placing the boxes down and hoping I don't accidentally reuse anything. This one's gonna go there. You know, I'm gonna move this one over here for symmetry. Symmetry, like anything is gonna be symmetrical on this vehicle. Did I put the big one down yet? I didn't put the big one down yet, did I? All right, the big one is going to stick off the back. So we're gonna put that there. Big one is gonna be right there. And then we gotta fill in this with, here, there's two of these things. Are they both different? Are these different or the same? Did I put two? Oh, one's open and one's closed. I never knew that we have an open enclosed plant container. The things you learn when you start paying attention to the details you overlook. All right, well, there we go. Wait a minute, there's a QR code. I'm gonna scan that QR code. I scanned the QR code and it takes me to a link called scrapmechanic.com/biker.png. And no joke, not even kidding right now, this is what it shows me. It's a guy with a bike helmet, but the helmet's been replaced with like food? What? Oh, okay. The number of new things I'm learning about this game is just growing by the second here. Okay, so can you kind of see the shape that this vehicle is taking? Like, here's the big bulky back part. Here's the front part. I just realized I can't use more than one instance of each tire, so I wanted to have like more tires in the back than in the front, but I already don't have enough tires just for anything. So we'll see how that goes later on. Oh, I forgot about this piece. Oh, and this piece and this piece. These are huge too. And the door. And these pipes. Oh, I thought I was done with all the super large pieces. I am not done with all the... You know what? Some of these could be bases for wheels. There we go. There we go. All right, so we've used 3 of the pipe pieces there, so that's good. And I'll just stick this one right there. Okay, pipe pieces are all gone, or the big pipe pieces rather. And you know what? I can actually stick this right on top where it belongs. There we go. And can we stick things on top of this? And then we'll just stick this right on there. Look at that, looks perfect. Now, where are we gonna put this thing? I guess this can actually just kind of help out up in front here, just like that. That's no problem. Oh, we could just stick that underneath. Okay, all right, this is looking good. All right, shark, I forgot about the shark. I'm just gonna stick the shark right on the back there for whatever reason. Okay, so I'm gonna try to put the back wheels on. I see this is like the wheel legs, so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna be using. I want them to be similar size wheels in the back. So we're gonna use the big wheel and then a tank. Is the medium tank the same size as the big wheel? And then we can stick our bearing on it. I'm gonna put suspension on the front wheels only. So when I think about the bounciness of the scrap mechanic terrain, we're gonna have front wheel steering, and since I want the front wheels to be in contact with the ground as much as possible, it makes more sense to me to have the suspension on the front wheels so they have a little bit more flex to them to keep contact for our steering purposes. All right, I really wish I could just put 2 big wheels because that does not look right. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do the front wheels now. Is there something as round as a small wheel that I could use? You know, it's around this time that I kind of wish I enabled the crazy wheels mod just to have more wheel options, even though that's just more things I gotta add anyway. All right, so we can see the stop sign is about the same size as the small wheel. I mean, this one kind of also is, but that's just kind of ridiculous if you ask me. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What if I did that? That actually looks kind of cool. And that takes up the same space as this, I'm pretty sure. And I think that looks much more symmetrical now. Symmetrical is being really loosely used here. All right, so for the small wheels, I think the small wheel stop sign combo is probably going to be the best bet. So I think therefore this is also going to be the place where I put like a lot of the single block things down just for customizability. So a metal, a wood, and a concrete all walk into a bar. So the other suspension is a 1 block difference. Okay. And now our suspension is lined up. So now I need to remember to put steering. So let's go to pipe pieces. Where are they? Put you right there with a bearing on you. And then we got the small wheel installed. And now we need to figure out how to put steering over here. You know what? Let's just do the small pipe pieces. So we got you with a bearing. We got the curve with another bearing. And then we got our stop sign. So our vehicle will rest like that. And I think I like that because it's going to be less likely to tip back with some of this weight in the back here if it's leaning forward. All right, you know what? I'm going to add this seat now. Is this thing even or odd width? All right, so we got an even width, so that means we need to use this driver's seat. We're going to slap this guy right about there, and let's see if we can put our windshield in front of this. Oh, you know what? I'm going to make this actually multi-seat. So we're going to have our driver's seat, then we're going to have our passenger seat, and I'm going to see if I could do something here with the windshields. All right, there we go. Check it out. So this is so weird, but the passenger has a small windshield. The driver has a large windshield just like that. For whatever reason, that's just what I decided to do, and that's what's happening. All right, I just got this wire piece in my inventory, and I'm just putting it right there for no particular reason. All right, we got our other tote block heads. I'm just going to slap them in front here, and now all of this stuff has been used. Can we slap a wedge piece on front and have it make any sense? You know what? That's not terrible. It's not amazing. Those windshields make no sense with that there, so I think I'm not going to do that. Because I want things to make sense with this vehicle, of course. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks really good. That's perfect. Okay, we found a use for the staircase wedge. All right, let's do a quick check-in and make sure that there are only ones in our parts description, or other than the bearings. All right, looks like everything has a 1. All right, so I figured out a way to determine if we used every single part or not. There are 166 parts. We've got 7 rows across on our parts description here. So 7 times 23 is 161. So as long as we have 23 rows here, plus an additional 5 blocks down here, that should equal 166 individual blocks. And as long as we see all number 1s, excluding the bearings, then I think that's the way to double check that we've accomplished the challenge. All right, you know what? What about engines? Let's put our engines in here so we can actually hook up the engines. Oh, perfect engine slot right up here. We got that, and oh, that is perfect. Look, it's like we built that for the engines. I'm gonna have this be primarily gas powered. Okay, our car is all hooked up, but it is not anywhere near completed because we still have a lot of parts to use on this thing. Ooh, the bathtub, I forgot. You know what? In case you want to take a bath, we're just gonna have the bath right next to the bed so you can sleep while someone bathes pretty much on top of you. Oh, wait, no, that's facing the wrong way. There we go. Perfect. All right, and we have to use the other seats too. We got to use this seat, and the toilet. Oh, we're going to have a whole bathroom right over here. Look at this. You got your bed, you got your bathtub, you got your toilet. We need a sink too. Let's get our sink part. Where's the sink? You got your sink right over there. And then we'll have our other passenger seats. We'll have the second driver be right there. And then can I fit? Oh, I can't fit it in there. We're going to have this one go right up there, just in case someone wants to be a spectator from above. Okay, the seats are all taken care of. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, now all of the material draggable objects have been used. So I think we've officially used the entire first 2 rows plus this engine. Ooh, we got room for the spud gun, like right there. So can we stick the staircase step under there the long way? Oh, we can. Oh, that is great. All right, so now we can put the button there. If this sensor detects anything, it's just gonna trigger the spud gun. Look at that. We already have a functional part of our functional offense for this vehicle. All right, I'll stick the radio right there next to the driver's seat. I guess we're gonna hook up the button to the horn. Put the horn there. Hook up that button to the horn and up to the seat, of course. I know what we're using the piston for. We are using the piston for our antenna. So I'm just gonna slap a piston on here, and I'm gonna put this antenna on top of the piston, and some way or another, we're just gonna have that piston go up and down. I'm gonna save the explosives for last, because I don't want to make a mistake and accidentally blow this whole thing up, because every single part has been tediously placed. You know what? I'm gonna put a light next to that, and we're gonna hook up the sensor to the light, so the sensor actually turns the light on at the same time that the spud gun shoots. And then we're also gonna have the underglow do the same exact thing. Okay, I got a bunch of other random parts to put in there. I'm gonna stick this right in there. I'm gonna put that in there as well. Oh, there we go. That fits really well. Yeah, this definitely feels like packing right now. It is so hard to check if I've used a part because they're not in any order, like any conceivable order, really. Did I use this one or did I use this one? I don't remember. Ah, yes, that's a good way to check. So I did use this one, but I did not use that one. And that fits perfectly there. All right, you know, I'm gonna make something like underneath here using these pipe pieces. What is this? Is this like a T intersection? Yeah, that's a T intersection of sorts. All right, I'm gonna have that curve down under there, and then I'm gonna have the T go on here. There we go. And then this one's just gonna go that way, and it's gonna be a dead end. And that one's gonna be a dead end because I got no more pieces to add on to it. I'll put that one there. Like, these windows are gonna serve no real purpose. This one's gonna just be slapped on right there. This is a big one. We'll have that go right there. All right, so I'm gonna like make a fake antenna with these bigger pipe pieces, just like this. So we're gonna put the T intersection on top of this longer piece, and then the rest of it just kind of gets slapped on without any real rhyme or reason. And that's all the pipe pieces. Yep, that's everything. Okay, so toilet paper, mug, mannequin boot, finger, all of the random extraneous stuff is now on our agenda. Okay, so obviously the toilet paper goes next to the toilet. Like, there's no other reasonable option. We'll put the mug up here on the logic gate. Too bad I don't have a suspension piece left over to put on the mug. Our finger is gonna point in the direction of the spud gun. There we go. So now the light lights up. The finger's pointing where you're gonna get shot, basically. Duck. What do we do with the duck? The duck is gonna go next to this seat here. That way he has a friend, so he's not up there all alone. All right, now signs. This is an appropriate sign for this entire creation. That'll go right there. This is definitely a construction zone. And you should definitely use caution. Well, they're not automated facilities, but whatever. Danger. Oh, the thruster. Well, I can just stick the... oh, no. You know, I'm going to get rid of the construction zone. The thruster is going to go back there. You know what? The thruster is going to be with the horn. It's going to be button pressed. Welcome sign will be more on the inside. I think that makes more sense. Do not enter. I'll put... you know, I'm going to have the arrow point to the do not enter sign. And I think the falling objects has to be somewhere on the back. There we go. Falling objects, danger. Those make sense together. You know, traffic cone goes right there. That works. It almost looks like a weapon. Ah! I scared myself with my own creation. What else do we need now? We need to add some of the rest of the things. All right, all the pillows and plants and stuff are left over. All right, I feel like there should be like a plant inside. That's a little big, isn't it? All right, we're gonna put the grass patch up here. And actually, no, this looks like a watering hose thing. I like that. Okay, that just gave some new context to a part we already placed. I didn't do the pillow yet. The pillow should go on the bed. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense having it right there. Very, very comfy looking bed, isn't it? All right, and then we can put more plants on the bed, and I got one more plant left, and it's gonna go right there. Is that, did we just finish? No, explosives. Explosives. Okay, all right, I'm scared now. I'm gonna put this one nice and safe and right in front of the passenger seat, nice and safe. It's like an airbag. You know, the airbags kind of like puff up and explode in your face, but this one's made of fire instead of softness. And then the big explosive, you know what? Just for fun, I am going to actually put the big explosive exposed underneath the vehicle, just so that when we're driving around, there's a chance that we could explode into all of our individual pieces. So I'm gonna save this now. Look at this thing. It's absolutely insane. I don't know if we've done it successfully, but I want to save it in case anything messes up. I'm just gonna call it the every part car. Okay, what did I say? 23 rows plus 5? Oh, this doesn't look like I did it. How are we supposed to figure out which parts I missed? I'm missing stuff, and I don't know what it is. I didn't do it. I skipped the duct pieces. That's what it is. So I'm just gonna put a duct piece there, another duct piece there, and now let's check. It still doesn't look right. So we're missing 3 pieces. Out of all of this, we're missing 3 pieces somewhere. I don't actually know if I did wires short. So here, let's put wires short right there and see if we have 2 of wires short. Wires short was one of the ones that was missing. We have 2 more pieces to find that were missing. One of the antennas. Okay, so we have no, that is normal antenna. That means I didn't do the reflector antenna. This is only 1 piece. There's gonna be 1 more after this. Are you kidding me? So I'm just gonna stick this antenna, the reflector antenna right there. That looks good. And now if I look, we should have 1 slot left. Yep, we need to get this slot filled in with what? What is the single solitary piece that I am missing out of the entire 166 piece inventory? Oh, it's like the worst scavenger hunt ever. I think I parsed it out. I don't know how I missed this, but I think I didn't use the large support structure. Here, I'm just gonna put it randomly right now, and we're just gonna confirm, is there a number 2 on here for the large support structure? There it is, a large support structure, 1. And now we're up to the 5th part down here. All right, so let's find an actual place to put this. This is like one of the biggest pieces. I meant to put this down way early on in this build, and now it's coming back to bite me. I'm just gonna slap it to the bottom of that and hope that that doesn't mess with our ground clearance. So now let's double check. There should be 23 rows of 7 plus an additional 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I didn't see anything more than the number 1 on anything other than our bearings. So I think this is our every parts car successfully created using every single part once. Now the question you've all been waiting for, will it drive? Hop into the driver's seat. Let's test out our buttons. Number 1. That sounds our horn. Our tote block heads and activates our immense thruster capabilities. Number 2, there we go. Look at that, isn't that perfect? Okay, so now let's hit the gas and see if we can drive around. 3, 2, 1, gun it! Oh no, look at the stop sign wheel. Okay, we're going so far. Oh man, this thing feels big. This feels like a scrap mechanic vehicle though. Like from the scrap mechanic trailers and like the menu screen and stuff, this feels like a scrap mechanic vehicle. I think this is the most scrap mechanic vehicle you can possibly get since it uses every single scrap mechanic part, at least in vanilla scrap mechanic mode. And I'm gonna try to bump up the engines up a little bit. I think I'm not on max. No, I am gonna just bump them up to max and we're gonna have some fun with this thing. Here we go, max power. It turns, it seems to work. Can we get it to explode with that thing underneath? Oh, okay, this is working so far. I'm surprised that we have the ground clearance, to be honest, for that explosive. It is close, but we're still managing somehow not to explode. Oh, we got the half pipe. We definitely got to take this thing into the half pipe. Oh, this is going to be great. Do we have any like big ramps or jumps on this map? Uh-oh. Oh, nope, careful. I love how awesome our windshield placement was. Like they're technically kind of floating. They're not even attached to anything visually. All right, here we go. We're in the half pipe. This is actually not a half bad vehicle. I've built worse. I've built worse vehicles than this. So this is not so bad. Can we get up out of the half pipe? Oh, all right, you know what? We're dropping back in. I'm gonna try to drop back. Look at that drop in. That's a terrible drop in. Nope. Oh, it was a trick to fool you. That's what it was. All right, I do want to try to see if I can turn and get out of this half pipe though, because I want to go down the rock cliff. All right, we'll put free camera on. All right, go. Oh, thruster assist. Who am I kidding? Thruster assist. Yes. Oh no. Oh, that was actually a little bit anticlimactic. Come on. You can do it. We're doing it. Oh. Ooh, and somehow we haven't exploded. That explosive might be more protected than I expected it to be. All right, well, I had completely forgotten about our thrust. Let's see how fast we're gonna go with our thruster activated. It might actually help quite a bit. It is a max power thruster. Let's see if we can get this thing to hit that explosive and finally explode. Ooh, this thing is just terrible at getting over like just little tiny things. Oh, it is top heavy. Okay, oh, here we go. Hit that explosive. Hit the explosive. I actually don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this explosive to explode naturally through driving. I might just have to shoot it if we want to see this thing explode. But I'm gonna keep trying for a little bit. Oh, what about that jump? That jump might do it. If we can land high-centered on our middle, that just might be enough to get the explosive to go boom. Okay, here we go. Watch us actually make the jump. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, I thought that was gonna be the strategy. I really thought that was gonna be the winning strategy, but it wasn't. So you know what? If that's how you're gonna be, then I'm gonna have to take measures into my own hands. I wanna see these parts explode. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, look at, oh, I just like completely removed the middle of it. Oh, we have another explosive, I forgot. There we go. That one almost felt more devastating than the other one. Look at all these parts. All right, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the every parts car using every single vanilla part only once, except for the bearings, of course. If you like the vehicle, definitely hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more Scrap Mechanic content, then check out this playlist here on the end screen. I hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.